Hello, everybody. So, today we're going to read a poem named The Tree That Remembered Every Season. Upon a hill where wild winds played, an ancient oak cast cooling shade. Its roots reached deep through earth below, its branches touched the clouds aglow. It stood before the oldest stone, yet never claimed the hill its own. Simply welcomed every day and watched the world along its way. The morning sun would greet its leaves with golden light through gentle eaves. The robin sang from bough to bough as dawn adorned its patient brow. Each spring awoke with emerald lace, new blossoms dressed the woodland's face. Tree would smile in silent cheer. Another gift has blossomed here. The bees arrived with joyful hum, collecting nectar one by one. The oak gave flowers without pride, its open arms forever wide. A squirrel danced from limb to limb. The world seemed bright, the days not dim. The tree held steady through each leap, protecting every tiny sleep. Brook nearby sang crystal clear, a melody that roots could hear. Its waters whispered as they passed, no season ever truly lasts. The tree replied with quiet grace, I treasure every changing face. For every leaf that falls away makes room for spring another day. The summer wrapped the fields in gold, warming days both bright and bold. Children laughed beneath its shade, where countless happy games were played. Some climbed its trunk with eager hands, some built small castles in the sands. The oak embraced each joyful sound, its happiness in giving found. A traveler weary from the road sat down beneath its leafy abode. He closed his eyes and found such peace, his troubled thoughts began to cease. The tree spoke softly through the breeze, rest as long as your heart sees. Though words were carried by the air, the traveler somehow felt them there. Then autumn painted every leaf in crimson joy and amber grief. The branches shimmered rich and bright, like tiny lanterns in the light. The leaves let go without despair, they trusted every autumn air. Each one became a dancing flame, yet none believed that loss was blame. A little child picked one nearby and asked the tree, oh, tell me why do all your lovely leaves depart? Does falling never break your heart? Oak replied in whispers low, to grow we sometimes must let go. What seems an ending to your eyes may hide tomorrow's sweet surprise. The child looked upward through the sky and watched the golden leaves drift by. At last, she smiled and understood that every change could still be good. Soon winter covered hill and plain with crystal snow and silver rain. The branches stood both bare and still, yet quiet strength remained until the coldest winds had passed away to welcome yet another day. The oak looked lifeless from afar, yet deep inside it held a star. Not one of fire or burning flame, but hope that quietly remained. For roots unseen still gathered light beneath the longest winter night. The moon would wrap the tree in white, a peaceful guardian through the night. The stars looked down with gentle care as silent prayers filled frosty air. The owl perched high upon a limb, its watchful eyes both wise and dim. It asked the oak, "Do you not fear the endless cold of every year?" The tree smiled softly through the snow. "My friend, there is one thing I know. No winter lasts forever. More. Spring always waits beyond the door." The snow at last began to melt. The warmth of spring was gently felt. The sleeping earth awoke once more as life returned to every shore. The ancient oak stretched every limb, its branches strong, its spirit tripped. Tiny buds appeared once more, like emerald jewels from nature's store. The morning breeze, both fresh and bright, carried birds in joyful flight. Their songs returned with cheerful grace, filling silence every place. The squirrel danced from branch to branch. The brook resumed its merry chant. Wildflowers opened one by one, smiling softly toward the sun. The child returned who'd asked before why autumn left the forest. She looked with wonder, wide eyed still, at blossoms crowning every hill. "You were right," she softly said. "No dream was ever truly dead." The oak replied with rustling leaves. "Life gives far more than sorrow grieves. When one chapter gently ends, another quietly begins." A robin built a careful nest among the branches she loved best. The tree stood steady through each breeze, protecting life with patient ease. Soon tiny chicks began to sing, welcoming the gentle spring. Their hopeful voices filled the air, like little songs of answered prayer. The traveler came once more to rest, with peaceful joy within his chest. He smiled beneath the ancient tree. "No place has comforted like thee." The oak asked nothing in return. It simply let its kindness burn. Forgiving freely was its art, the language of its faithful heart. Years became a quiet stream, flowing gently like a dream. Children grew and wandered far, following hope like every star. Some became teachers wise and true, Some healed others their whole life through. Some planted forests green and white, with gratitude their faithful guide. Though many roads called them away, they often thought upon the day they would rested in the oak's embrace and found a calm, unhurried place. Many returned with children small to share the tree's old tales with all. They pointed upward through the leaves where sunlight danced or gentle breeze. The oak was older than before, its bark now weathered to the core. Yet every spring beneath its skin held every year that it had been. It remembered springtime's hopeful bloom, summer's warmth and sweet perfume, autumn's leaves of gold and flame, winter's quiet, peaceful fray. It loved them all with equal care, finding hidden beauty there. One evening, as the sunset glowed, a tiny seed fell to the road. The gentle wind carried it near fertile earth, both rich and clear. The oak looked down with silent pride. Another life would soon abide. The little seed reached for the sky. Those storms and winds would surely try. Bend its trunk and shake its frame. It grew with courage just the same. The ancient oak smiled in the breeze. The greatest gift of all, said he, is not how long we stand and see. It is the shade that we provide, the hope we leave when we have died. The stars appeared with silver light, embracing yet another night. The moon looked down with peaceful glow upon the forest far below. The ancient tree stood calm and wise beneath the ever changing skies. It knew each season had its part, each one could shape a stronger heart, and every traveler who passed would carry with them long at last a little peace, a little grace, remembering that quiet place. For life, like seasons, comes and goes. Through joys we keep and pain we know. Yet every ending softly sings the promise hidden inside springs. So when your path seems cold or steep, or burdens feel too hard to keep, remember what the old tree knew. Stand tall, be kind, stay patient, grow. Trust that every season has something beautiful to teach, and every new dawn carries the promise of another beginning. So that was a poem. So now the message of the poem is every season of life, whether joyful or difficult, help us grow into wiser, kinder, and stronger people. Like the ancient tree, we leave our greatest mark not by avoiding change but by offering strength, hope, kindness, and shelter to others through every season we experience. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting stuff.